Let's talk about some early season stuff. So there's been a lot of things that are, I guess, kind of surprised people right off the bat here. The Oilers have gone 5-0. The Florida Panthers have gone 5-0. But some other teams are actually looking quite sharp right now as well. Detroit is on a hell of a streak. I think that I don't know the exact record, but they won in dominating fashion tonight. And they're not bottom of the league. San Jose Sharks have been very competitive in all of their games and are sitting right there in second, I think, in the Pacific right now, which is a weaker division, but still those games have not come against specific teams. So looking at the league, looking at the placement of different like where people are in the standings, who do you think is fake and who do you think is real? So we're going to go to our boy Sanjay here because we haven't seen him in so long. We miss his voice. And this way we could just hit him off the bat because make sure he checked all those things. But yes. who is fake and who is real? Okay, we just everyone do a fake team and then we'll do a team that we think's for real. How's that?
Okay,
sure.
So those are fakes?
Yeah, do fakes first. Let's go with that. Go ahead, Sanjay.
Okay, who do I think is fake? San Jose Sharks. You know, they have a nice start. They're 5-0, 4-1, or whatever they are. Second in the Pacific, only to the Oilers. I don't think it's going to last. I don't see them in the playoffs come the end of the season. And, you know, I think they're just playing above their, they're punching above their weight right now, and I don't think it's going to last. So, the Sharks are my fakes.
And fakes can go both directions, right? Fake can be a terrible team being good as well. Ryan?
Oh, yeah.
So I have two, and I basically just took mine off the stats. So I looked at, teams that are in the top 10 in points right now, but among the lowest in expected goals for. And those two teams, there's two teams that are in the top 10 that are in the bottom 10 for expected goals for.
Pick one because you're going to steal mine.
Well, no, I'm actually going. The one was what Sanjay said was San Jose, so I agree with San Jose. They're there, and St. Louis. The St. Louis Blues are among the lowest possession teams, and they're also one of the top teams in terms of PDO, which basically is your luck, and they're one of the luckiest teams. They're among the top 3 in PDO in the league. So St. Louis as well.
Adam,
I'm going to say the Buffalo Sabres. Third in their division. They have a 3-1-1 record. They've stunned everyone. And I think people are expecting them to be the Buffalo Sabres of old, where they could just walk in and get a win like last year. And I think that's going to tighten up. And I think they're going to drop in the standings.
The team that I'll go with is fake is Colorado right now. Colorado is currently out of a playoff spot, which, I mean, this is early. Let's call it very early. Mm-hmm. But this is a team that I think most people expected to either win the President's Trophy, at least to win the Central. So I think that they're not playing up to their standard yet. And I think that that's part of the truth there, that this team is going to be better than they currently are. Let's go in the other direction. We'll go with Adam here. For which team? What's your real? Who's your real here?
Well, the Edmonton Oilers, and it's not because I'm a homer at all.
No.
It is
not that at all.
It's Edmonton, and it's looking like this core has really hit their stride, and they're getting timely goals, but they're getting many goals too, and they're getting it from all up and down the lineups, especially those first 3 lines, and their defense is looking as good, if not better, than last year. So, and they're getting their steady goaltending from Smith and Koskinen. So, we've seen it, and I think they're real.
Right.
So again, going off the stats, so team that's in the top 10 in points and leading the league in expected goals for percentage, the Minnesota Wild. They are doing fantastic right now in terms of wins and possession.
Nice.
Sun Jazzy.
I'm going to go about 3-hour drive south of Adams and pick the Calgary Flames. They had one bad game against the Oilers, which was in Edmonton's home opener. McDavid went off. Not much you can do about it. But besides that, they've been terrific. Beat a pretty good Washington team. Beat the Red Wings, which you mentioned have been pretty hot lately, and lost to the Ducks in overtime at home. So I think Calgary's going to be in the playoff race come the end of the year.
All right. I don't believe you at all. But I will go with
I love how it's a contender for Sanjay's playoff race.
I mean, you get in.
A contender for the playoffs, I guess. Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I think
what happened in Montreal last year? They just got in and they rode that wave all the way to the finals.
That's true.
So
that's fair enough.
You never know.
I do. I'll go with Pittsburgh. I think the fact that this team is performing with like nobody in the lineup that you can flip and recognize, like Letang's out, Carter's out, Malkin, Crosby, Rust, all those guys are out, and they're still finding ways to be competitive. Not always win, but be competitive. Yari looks better than he has in previous years, and I think that that's a huge change. So I think that they're a better team than I thought they would be. I would not have given them this credit at the start, but they've looked good in every game I've seen them play so far.
Tristan Jarry's numbers are insane.
Yes,
insane. Where was his goaltending last season?
He killed me in fantasy. He killed me in fantasy last year. I wouldn't touch him with a stick this year.
Yeah.
Like,
fantastic.
Yeah,
here's the question I was wondering is if he continues this hot play throughout the beginning of the season, does he make Team Canada?
Is he Canadian?
Yes, he is. He played in Edmonton. I think that the lineup for goaltender for Team Canada is so putrid that anything could freaking happen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I
really think so.
I was really thinking Darcy Kemper would be front and center with playing with Colorado, but it's been a very bad start for him and the team. Mm-hmm. With Price injured, and you never know if he'll be well enough to play. I mean, the doors are wide open for Canadian goaltenders.
Fleury too. Fleury's been awful.
Yeah,
Fleury's been one of the worst goaltenders in the league this year.
Mm-hmm.
Delayed Offside.